Hello and welcome to the channel. We're back in the wonderful world of Minecraft, enjoying the view from my brand new balcony. In the last episode, we remodeled this tower and the adjoining building. In this episode, we're going to build a defensive wall to cut off the desert dwellers from raiding us at night. First, let me give you a quick tour of the interior. Haven't really done anything with this level, it's just the balconies, but it gives us a nice view in all directions. We come down here, we got a little bit of storage, and a little bit more floor below it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these spaces. I may set up an auto furnace or an auto composter or something at some point. For now, it's just storage. And out here on the patio, we've got some nice furniture, a little table and a couple of chairs. And then we've got the barbecue pit right here. You can shut off the smoke mostly by closing the trapdoor. Still gives off a little puff every now and then. And then we have the cartographer's office. His little shop here. Got a sample map on the wall. Haven't got too much decoration done. I'm going to expand on that as we get more materials available. And then we come down here and we have our very excitable fisherman. He's always bouncing around. I think he may have eaten a bad puffer fish. I'm not sure. But we got a little employee-only entrance here. Got some shelves up there with decorative pots. Come out here, and this is where the wall is going to be. We got a few trees planted here right now, trying to get some wood stockpiled. And we'll come back this way, and this is my workspace. And that's my little kitty cat Snowball. Hello, Snowball. And we've got this bamboo mosaic tile. This is one of the newer, I don't think it's from the last update, but it's one of the newer things, and I alternated it with the regular bamboo tiles. I keep saying tile, it's actually bamboo slabs, but I got them set in the lower perimeter so the bed looks like a sleeping bag. And then over here, we've got our storage. I've got a good number of chests, I'll be adding more. Got the composter for breaking down all the extra leaves and seeds and such. Now we're going to be doing some mob proofing here. We'll just make sure what's going to be the interior village is all lit up, so nothing can spawn inside of it. And I'm going to fill in some of these potholes. This place, I think this corner of the island is actually kind of floating. Let's see, any more? Nope. We'll go over here and get rid of this giant, Okay, we may have a slight complication. That was not something I had planned on dealing with today. The Tin Man here seems to have gotten himself in a little bit of a pickle. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to get him out. Maybe if I wall him in a little bit so he doesn't get any deeper. Maybe I can try to build up the ground underneath him and just kind of shove him out. The ground seems to be a little unstable. Okay, the ground seems to be extremely unstable. That's going to complicate things. Alright. I've built up the ground underneath him with planks and straw and whatever I could find. And it looks like... Come on. Just keep going that way. No, go back. There we go. And he's out. He's free. We have a functioning iron golem. Not the brightest stars in the heaven, but they have their uses. Now I got a really big pothole I got to fill in. Do not walk back in the water. Whoa, okay. Looks like we have our first traveling llama salesman. And I could use some llamas. Having a complete lack of cattle around here, llamas make a decent source of leather. Step 1, secure the pack animals. Done. Collect the leads and see what this guy's got for sale. Unfortunately, I'm just working from a replay recording, but I did buy some mushrooms from him, and he agreed to let me keep the llamas and the leads. Speaking of leads, now we can drag this guy away from the water and store him someplace safe. Put you right here, kind of in the middle on the outskirts. You can stand guard, Get anybody who tries to invade and stay. No, don't walk toward the ocean. Okay, plan B. I need a fence post. Here we go. A little bit of jungle wood. And let's see, right here looks like a good central spot. And we're just going to tie you off like a guard dog. There you go. Welcome to your new home. So I thought I was being clever, tying up the golem in the middle of an open space so he couldn't possibly hurt himself. Turns out they're more resourceful than I anticipated. He found the most embarrassing way to die possible. He got stuck in a tree. And that's how the old golem goes. So all golem owners, please have your golem spayed or neutered. But now we're on to llamas. I've been bringing them up a little bit, so we have, 5 of them here? These things are expensive to feed. With cattle, all you need is 2 pieces of wheat. With llamas, you need 2 bales of wheat, which is 9 pieces each. But look at him, he's so cute. He comes in the world with a scarf and a sweater. You guys don't have to worry about getting cold, we're in the desert. But at least now I have a source of leather. I probably shouldn't have said that in front of him. Oops. Moving on. Next on the agenda is we're going to need a lot of sandstone to build the wall. So it's time to go mining in Minecraft. Put up a little perimeter fence around the hole here so nobody falls in. Least of all me. Not saying I'm clumsy, I'm just not saying I'm not. Let's see, that should be about enough stuff, and this is all sandstone here and in front of it. So I should be able to dig under it without everything collapsing on me. I'll gather up as much sandstone as I can, and sand. And then we'll probably go a little bit deeper and start collecting some cobblestone and whatever else is down there. Hopefully we'll be getting some iron, because I desperately need iron. I'm still running around with nothing more than a pair of old leather boots to protect me. Alright, when I'm mining, I like to usually do a main shaft about 2 by 3. A lot of people do just a 1 by 2, 1 wide, 2 high, broken pickaxe. But as you can see, you get a lot more material this way. Set up a little intersection. I like to put the wall units in the corners just to kind of clearly mark it. I end up building a labyrinth every time I go mining. It's aesthetically pleasing. Gonna stick these in here. And then about every 3rd spot along the wall, I'll dig a 1 by 2 passage about 10 blocks deep. But we gotta get the intersection set up first. I think the pickaxe is about to break. And there it goes. You get the idea. Now that we've got sandstone, let's see what else we can find down here. I needed cobblestone to make more pickaxes. Going through these things pretty quick. But I also need copper. I'm glad they adjusted the prices and making copper doors and trapdoors. Coal is a funny commodity. It's a great fuel source, but I don't use it as fuel. I use it to trade with villagers. I usually use either charcoal or kelp as the actual fuel, or lava buckets if I have access to them. Currently I don't, but you get the idea. Now if I could just find some iron. Okay, I think I'm finally almost done with this vein of coal, and look, we got iron and sandstone. Apparently we're right under the sandstone layer. grab that last guy. And then we'll get this one. How much is it gonna give me? 1, 2, or 2. Oh well. More iron. Lots and lots of more iron. Once you start finding it, then it starts racking up. Go ahead and use the andesite to refill the holes so I don't keep falling in it. And look at that, we got more iron. Digga, digga, digga. And more iron. It's starting to pile up. I like it. I can finally get armor. I could use a few hoppers too. And looks like that's going to be it in this. Okay, now that we have iron, I need the means to smelt it. Earlier I mentioned kelp. That's what we're going to get. It's one of the more fun resources to gather. You just jump in the water, swim around, and break it. Insta-mine with a punch of the hand. While it's all floating, you hop back in your boat and just row right through it. Suck it up like a vacuum cleaner. There we go. That should give me a few stacks. The only downside to kelp is you have to cook it before you can burn it. I know it sounds kind of weird, but that's the way it works. You put it in the oven. You can also cook it on campfires, which is nice. Get it started there. I'll put some more in here. Got quite a bit from that one little haul. Just pop that in there. Almost 5 stacks from that one run. Won't need that anymore. We'll just cook the rest with itself. Okay, now that we've got all the iron smelted, that gives me 52 ingots and an old leather pair of boots. So let's go ahead and make some real armor. 1 chest plate, 1 pair of pants, 1 iron helmet, and I'll put that down. And there should be boots right there. 1 pair of boots. Now I can retire these old sneakers. There you go. We'll put them somewhere safe. And now I am fashionable. Fully armored and ready to go. Oh, I need a shield too. Ah, we'll come back to that later. Now that the wardrobe's taken care of, we're one step closer to building this wall. We've got plenty of supplies, tons of sandstone, a little copper, some acacia. I think we're good to go. One last thing to do before we start building the wall is these farms are going to have to go. I'm going to move them over there and just expand that one. And then we should be fine to build. So I'll come back in just a moment and we'll have all the farms moved. Okay, everything relocated. I've got the waterlogged stairs surrounding it, so that'll keep everything liquidated. And we are good to start building the wall. Let's go to the time lapse. Now the last thing I have to do is texture the walls, replacing some of the smooth sandstone with either sand or the sandstone wall sections, just to make it look like the plaster's peeling away. Oh, and I should probably pay attention to what time of day it is. Oh wait, it's raining. It was daylight just a minute ago. So apparently it turned into a thunderstorm without thunder, and there's no rain in the desert, so it was kind of hard to... There's creatures everywhere. I'm going to go sleep real quick, and then we'll come back to it. Hello, Snowball. Yeah, it's emergency sleep. I gotta go. Get out of the way. Snowball, come on. Thank you. Just make sure you're anchored here. Yeah, I don't want you following me out into the desert. How sweet, you gave me a lucky rabbit's foot. Put it in my little box of kitty treasures. Alright. Now let's see what... Uh-oh, somebody's knocking. Hopefully it's not the county surveyor. I forgot to get a permit. I think I should probably get in here. It's Stewie on steroids. He's got my door. And I can't hit him. Where's the hitbox? Ouch. Hey, that's not fair. Uh-oh, he's got a brother. I'm being invaded by rugrats. Oh, crap. Sword. Sword. Where's the sword? Alright. Come on, Stewie. Alright. One of us is gonna die, and it's not me. I hear the parents. Okay, now I got zombie cooties. But, on the upside, they did not breach the wall. Just most of it. I'm going to have to anti-creeper proof this place. If I can find a couple more cats, I can stage them outside the door. That should keep the creepers at bay. In the meantime, I got this guy to deal with. Hey, I need that back. Thank you. That's a big hole. Oh well, time to start the cleanup. Okay, that's just about everything back where it's supposed to be, except for these guys. And the final little booties. Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with it. At least we got to test our defenses. And they held. Barely. I should do the visual fly through before something else blows up. So here we go. The garden is coming in nicely. I've got everything planted in alternating rows, which apparently makes them grow faster. Can't complain about that. I'll look at putting something on the interior of the walls, little market stands or bales of hay or something just to dress it up a little bit, but I think it looks pretty good. And you come out here, and you can see it from the front. Coming through one more time with shaders. I like the looks of the shaders, but the sand textures just all kind of merge together. It's really hard to see some of the detail, and the glare is kind of overwhelming. But you can see both ways. And there we have it. I like the shadows. Okay, that's going to be it for this episode. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.